Togoland Liberation TV, echoing the call for self-determination.
Hello, welcome to Togoland Liberation Channel, a channel dedicated to the cause of Western Togoland. In our subsequent productions, we bring to your attention various issues that has happened in our country, the Western Togoland, for some time now. And as always, I promise to bring you more of this. This channel is supposed to educate you and prepare you to understand the history behind our country, Western Togoland, and the cause that the Homeland Security Foundation is embarked upon. We are a very peaceful organization using all constitutionally laid down method to operate. That is why we have our organization registered in this country, even though we don't agree with the arrangement which was imposed on us. We do not want to take any law into our hands. And we expect that the actors in this country will also do the same. Over the period, what we are seeing is suggesting something else. The indiscriminate arrest and criminalization of our constitutionally guaranteed rights and privileges in this country. The Constitution of Ghana did not say you should gag people against their wish. The Constitution of Ghana didn't say that people's voice should be muzzled up. The Constitution of Ghana didn't say that if people have a cause, a feeling, they shouldn't express that through a peaceful means. So we of the Homeland Security Foundation and those leading the Western Togoland agenda for over the period has remained very peaceful and very calm and engaging the population with documents, with facts. That is why we operate as a steady group. So that things that are happening in our country that is not right, we correct it. So that we sit and discuss our future together. But the actors of this country, from their cover notes, from Ode, their cover note of Ode, they are still implementing the cover note of Ode against our nationality as people that occupy this territory. I told you, or as you already know, our country was invaded by France and Britain. That act of invasion is a criminal act. So you cannot compensate a criminal act with another crime. Forcing us into becoming part of artificial creation of Ghana, which the name Ghana has no meaning till today, is another act of genocide. And all Britain wants is to wipe our nationality off the surface of this earth. Because they try through wars to conquer our territory, just as they did to the Ashanti group, but failed. They tried to manipulate us into signing a bond with them. We rejected that. So all the opportunities that they was at their disposal were exhausted. And the Act of 1914, the First World War, bring another opportunity, and they couldn't miss that. But to come in with full force, joining all forces they can to invade our country, divide us, kill our people, then force us into what we have now. And when we talk about this, you who is watching me and others will say that, oh, we decided in the 1950 plebiscite to be part of Ghana, to join Gold Coast in union. When you say this, you don't ask yourself, okay, so where is the union? This question you never ask. You are very intelligent. You are a lawyer. You are a judge. You never ask yourself, these people are supposed to be in union with these people. Where is the union document? Let me see the union document to know if truly they have no right to talk about their history. You, the judge sitting in Accra High Court and elsewhere, you never ask the prosecutors these documents. so that you see us as evidence, because this is what we are talking about. We are telling that we are not Ghanaians. We are not part of this entity. We don't agree to be part of Ghana. We have evidence to show you. You say you don't want to see the evidence, but we should be arrested and jailed. This is it. We told you peacefully that you say we are not Ghanaian. Every day you hear attack on our tribes, that we are not Ghanaians. Derogatorily, you tell us in the face we are not Ghanaians. Okay, we are not Ghanaian. We agree that we are not Ghanaian. Let's have our country. You said no. We are telling you that this is a document that says that we are not supposed to be where we are. You said no. You don't want this document. All you want is that we should be jailed. Just because you are following a footprint, a blueprint, you are following a step which was given to Kwame Nkrumah to study, to implement in our case. And a copy is still with you and you are implementing that. And I am sorry that some of our own people who are politicians, who are chiefs, who are in the security services, cannot decipher between this wrong, cannot look at the document and say, oh, these people, they have a case. So if they have a case, how do we work on this? Let's do it peacefully, as they are calling. You said no, because you claim you are a Ghanaian. Now, I ask you this question. Was Ghana there before Britain came to the coast, the shores of Africa? The answer, you know, is no. Was Gold Coast there? The answer is no. So Gold Coast was a creation by Britain, and Ghana was a creation by Britain. So a creation by Britain is what you are celebrating. A creation by Britain is what you are celebrating. And you know very well that Britain had wanted our country for long. They used wars, they couldn't survive it. So today, they are back at Westminster relaxing, and you and I, we are here. We are supposed to be protecting the crime they create on us. The rubbish they put on us as Ghana, we should just be in the refuse dump. In this animal kingdom, in this setup, we should just be here. Because Britain said we should be here, so we should be here. My people, please think. Think. You are educated. Think. Something that is not natural will never exist, will collapse one day. So this country you are fighting over, your fight will not get anywhere. But you see, what God sets down will always come. So our country is a natural creation. It has no name given to it by anybody. Our parents gave our country the name Togo or Togo, and so shall it be. In the first video of unearthing or uncovering the falsehood of 1956 plebiscite, I played a video where Kwesi Pra Jr. was in the video saying that this creation was something which Nkrumah put together. We know Nkrumah is not from Togoland. So how can Nkrumah have to push our country into another thing? Who was Nkrumah? Who is he? But Britain was there with their guns, with their support. Anybody that says this, they should kill the person. And that's what they did. And force us here. Today, I bring another video to your attention again. So watch it as we discuss.
What was the status of the Northern Territories, the Ashanti Protectorate, and the Transvolta Togoland? Were they part of Gold Coast by that time?
Part of the Gold Coast. The UGCC was able to campaign in the north, telling them that you northern people, the white man drew this imaginary boundary between the north and the south. So as at the time, in the 1940s, no school in the north, because the white people were smart, that when they introduced school education in the south among the fancy people, they started producing lawyers and people who started giving them problems.
Challenging them.
That was one of the reasons why they quickly moved the capital from Cape Coast to Accra, and no schools in the north. So UGCC campaigned that you should rather put up a strong case that you want your own country Because if you assist the whole country to become independent, you appointment of ministers, directors, I mean, big appointment, you will not fit in.
Because you're not educated?
You are not educated, and you will serve your own black man. So it would have been better we all continue serving the white man rather than he living and you serving the southerner. So immediately the people understood and they formed the Northern People's Party, Dombo. They formed their own party, agitating that they either form their own party or they should allow them to create a federalism so that there will be a different set of people, or they should leave them to form their own country. Then they campaigned the same way in Transvolta, Togo, SG Anto. Because at that time, because of the end of the Second World War, these people were still part of Ghana. But the UN, after the First World War, it was not the League of Nations has stated that these people should be made to be on their own or to join their brothers. But the British realized, and the cover results state that the people in that region were very hard working, that they should not be allowed to leave. And it was a special advice even given to Nkrumah that he should not allow the people of Transvolta Togoland to leave. They were very hard working. They could work in the army, in the police, and as very good civil servants, more than the rest. So they shouldn't allow them to go.
So this is another expose. We are setting the record straight on the events of the 1956, the events before the exercise, during the exercise, and after the exercise. We'll be bringing them to you. And these two videos, one from Kwesi Pratt and one from Professor Frimpong Anokye. These two, we know them in this country. So Nkrumah was told, you understand, he was given a cover note that you see these people, if you allow them to have their country as the United Nations said they should be, you are going to suffer. Gold Coast will suffer. So let's try manipulate the trusteeship system. The trusteeship agreement that says that Togoland should be a country on its own, Gold Coast should be a country on its own, East Togo should be a country on its own. These two territories which was divided was what was given to Britain and France to nurture. As France was setting up structures for East Togoland to be using and not to be using the Dahomey structures, Britain was busily cooking up story plans, training Nkrumah and the CPP members, which Bedema, K.A. Bedema was part of. So you see the kind of problems that we have. So our country was just, first we were invaded wrongly, we were invaded, our people got killed. Now when the time came for us to be on our own, they said no, these people, we must make sure that they don't exist on this earth. And you ask yourself, what crime have we committed against the British? The Britain, what crime have we committed against them? And our brothers, Nkrumah, who was Pan-Africanist, this, Africa should be united, Africa should be this. You want Africa to be united, but you want the destiny of your own brother should be infused with yours wrongly, not willingly. And you want Africa to be united. So Africa should be united in the rubbish which was dumped on us, so that in few years we'll start to be inhaling the stench from the rubbish. This is what the case is. So my people, the 1956 plebiscite, this second video that I played to you has revealed yet and has confirmed that what we are saying, that the 1956 plebiscite was not our wish. Our wish in that exercise was that we should be a country on our own. So yes for separation and no for union with Gold Coast, but it was 10. You understand? At the end of the voting, the decision was 10. Now pay attention. Study all the referendums of old and even those that are going on now and see. Did any of them produce 16% votes for a victory? No. For a victory of a plebiscite, each vote, whether yes or no, should garner over 60%. In some cases, 80% of the population's opinion is seeked. So if 80% said they want A or B, then the decision is taken. But in our case, only 16% vote difference. If it is not out of wickedness, if it is not act to see that we don't exist as a country, that referendum should have been conducted again. That exercise should have been conducted again. So that the true wishes of the people can be arrived at. But because there's a plan, knowing very well that if we exist as a country, goalposts will die, they have to force us into this. So this is the video I want you to watch today. We'll be looking at that cover note in the subsequent video. Togbinyo, Dumagao, Akpenami, be Megali Plem. Egba aba video ya mi pova ye na ike kosi practice la be 1956 plebiscite ya mi wo manye miawo mi apa kodada yo ke bunwa British hawo pele Nkrumah hawo e wododo be yo afi mi apa nyigba akode yo pa nyigba me na manyo a yo pa nyigba mata no do kwishiwa kosi prada numa me le video ama video bubu ye mega pona mi ike video ya anya interview ya ike mi anto mi no vi kafi day wo pele Frimpong Anokye igai mono amekaenye ko Ghana vepe boblo enyawo hema ya yo video ya manya video hoho de ko nya poyama pe video ta enya glomye le shia ibede miapa nyigba ya mejebe wanofu pepe ya oyoyo be Ghana moa mi se gome na mi azon togbenyo mi se gome na mi eveduko minyon. Eveduko minyon. Miawe de suku wa mo la nigba ajia ao. Miawe de suku miawe nyamu wa mo. Kanu katae enyaya mi dadi ke evidence emule di ngole mu yanchi. Mia kpashe donchi miawa mi gbe be ao yo Ghana to yo nye. Memba bia be de hafi yevo na va mi pa nigba ajire sikakuta eno anyia do nyanchi na ndodo anya awo sikakuta meno anyio ela ba nko dukore kama no anyi ma yo na ba sikakuta Ghana ya ne liegba gokos ya no ba yo ma gokos gonyo sikakuta efi afuma sika okponali tana ile te pare ye na fona na no la fuma kwa chonko na tepa efi awe tepe ma nkore kama le shio ke wa we ba chonko mani ta sikakuta nkore kama le shio vo miao miapa nyigba ikene Togo nyigba anyigba onye nkole si jojomo nkole si minye duko mieli hafi na tonko kwa na yaba numa enwu onye le dokwishi le tevi etenu ta miao miaba duko mienye le miaro kwishi tamare kama ten a tonko buare kana mi abale ko ba chona sikakuta no ta sikakuta do cho British however ko sikakuta kove wa oke ko Ghana ha kove egbe na lafia Ghana nkoma mese gomo de la kama le shio era ba amayo na nya sikakuta towa o nkore kama le du ko e ko mo sikakuta nkore kama le shio ta eya o kono i homole kanu kata na jijimbe nui akama nya muliwa na tire miaji nukatae mia de du meto efiao politician no ne danya de kwa ela ba politician o nova mi da ko nova ko ojo yo idegi mia o cho 92 akwa akoko mi o mi dana do do ya ke ma ba mi pa nyi gbajo ela ba mu onye odo dadi ba gbede amayawa mi mega ko do do ya ke ire ogbo gbana lafia gbana li mo gbona mi sigere be na mare challenge ma gbana de gere go banoli egbetoa gbanle akere glon Frimpong Anokye lebe onwro ko dasina Kwame Nkrumah bene kpɔgbɔ be yoto gba afɔɖeɖe yawo dzi be míaƒe anyigba meganɔ ɖokui si oa eye wòwoe hã gbalẽ hã le afi ya mo me ɖe ge na mi le vidio ne gbɔna me ta nu ka tae mi na wo miate ɖe to aleka ese ɖeke mele Ghana be ɖe ne ame aɖe gbɔgblɔm be fi ya le amenyo na yewo ano li o ese ɖeke mele o gake mi ɖe asi kpovitɔwo mía nɔviyawo miame yawo ke le nye kpovitɔwo kple gbadagbawo mi kpɔ mia ɖokuiwo dzi nyuie ɖe mi kpɔ mia ɖokuiwo dzi nyuie ɖe elabena ne ŋkeke ma ɖo dzi nu yawo wɔm mi le kple mi ne ŋkekea ɖo dzi ye mi tsoa mi mete nɔ ge ɖe ŋu o lo megblɔ na mi menye nɔ ble o mi mete nɔ ge ɖe ŋu mi sugbɔ wu mi sugbɔ wu mi nya fi wo miawo mi le keŋ mi nye miawo mi menya fi wo miawo mi lo asi ame yi mi le ve nuɖuɖu ƒle ma miawoe le asi mawo me miawoe nuɖuɖuwo dzrana mi ta miawo mi dzesi miawo miawo mi me dzesi mi o mana mianya nyui ɖe ne gaƒoƒo ma de mi tsoa mi mete nɔ ge ɖe ŋu o elabe dulise ya ne dukɔ ya ŋutɔ kplɔma nu yiwo kɔ da ɖe mia dzi be dukɔ kplɔma ɖe dulise esea megblɔ be ɖe ne ame aɖe gblɔ miade nya mi la me o nya ɖeke meli nenema be ne ame aɖe gblɔ Western Togoland ƒe campaign ɖe mi miava la me ma o ne lia mi ɖi ɖe go miakpɔ ne lia nu katã United Nations awɔ age ɖe miaƒe nya ya me akɔ rolling adogo be Ghana ne kpɔ gbɔ be ye ɖe asi le ame yawo katã wòle ŋuti Ghana mete ŋu awɔe o ewo kpovitɔ hã enya nyui ɖe bena ta wo mi kɔ nya kɔ yi ɖe United Nations rule ɖe nya dzi bena ta Ghana mekpɔ manɔ mia le me o kake ewoe gale ʋɔnu alakpa dam ewoe le ʋɔnu alakpa dam be no kɔ amewo no da amewo mo elabe politician wo ga hem na o ewo judge enya nyui ɖe be enyawo da ɖe gbɔ enya menye enya wonye ya nɔ te ɖe ŋu vɔ enye be politician wo ga nam o ta enya eli kpekpe be awonye United Nations be ruling ne va ele kplɔ dzi ne kpɔm gake medzi be ya implement o kpɔ agbetɔ ƒe dzia ekɔna nu va ɖo na ɣeyiɣi aɖe ne va ɖo fuma megate ŋu kpɔna megbe o ta ɣe ma yi hã gbɔna ne ɣe ma yi va ma ɖeke megagblɔ be mi me yɔ yewo efia ɖeke megagblɔ be mi me yɔ yewo mi megblɔ nya ɖeke na yewo ne ele dume ye eli ɖiɖi le afi ɖe godogodogodo ɖe ɖewo dɔna ame ɖe ne wo ŋutɔ mete yi ge o ɖe adɔ vie kpɔ nu ke lia do fuma hã ne le dume ye nenye dua ŋgɔnɔla nenema wɔnɛ nye ma gake eyi mi gbea ne game mi va tso ame ɖeke megagblɔ be mi gbɔ yewo ŋgɔ tɔgbenye meɖe kuku gã aɖe nɔ nye ma asi dom ɖe mo na o vɔ zikpuia dzi nenɔa zikpuia me ƒe ŋue ma wɔm ne lo zikpuia menya lakpa zikpui o zikpuia dzi ne le zikpuia ŋkɔtɔ ma menya lakpa zikpui o nyateƒe toto ƒe zikpui ta ne duwomevi aɖe le fukpekpe aɖe me wòyɔ edze be natɔ mekpɔ me nabe politician aɖe ɖo ŋu na ta yawɔ ya tɔ ao menye politician ne kɔ da ɖe zikpui ma dzi o ne ye ga da ɖe zikpui ma dzi zikpuia ŋkɔa menye tɔm ne lo ta edze be na ɖe susu to ɖokui bɔbɔ blibo me miaƒe fiawo mi tso ɖe azɔlia me ne menyo ne mi kpɔm be mi ɖeka wɔm kple Ghana tɔwo ke history agbɔgblɔ ɖo fi miaƒe anyigba ya kekea mi gbɔna mi hã miakɔ ga abe woawo ene nu yiwo ke wɔm wole kple mia ne mi be miawɔe kple woa ne mi wɔm kple woa ɖevi mia katã baka ge tameɖeku gã aɖe ɣeyiɣi ade United Nations tɔwo ge ɖe nya me be Ghana mekpɔ manɔ mia le mo kɔ nanya be opportunity ma mɔnukpɔkpɔ ma va na o natso akɔ gbalẽ ma ayi ɖe fi sia fi agblɔ no be ao gbalẽ ya ye xlẽ gbalẽ gbɔgblɔ be ɖeviwo mi la mi ɖe asiwo ŋuti Ghana ƒe sea United Nations ƒe se le ŋgɔ na Ghana ƒe se United Nations ƒe sewo le ŋgɔ nɛ eye miazɔ ma mi zɔ ɖe ese kple ɖoɖo ŋuti numata mi kɔ enya kɔ ɖe international court Ghana mete wɔ ayi international court agblɔ ɖe yewo le right o no yi no agblɔ bena ta miagɔ dzem ne court agblɔ ɖe miaxɔe de me wo mete wɔ ayi o gake wole ge CID wo le fuma woxɔ bribe wala akpa dam jeja le afima ala akpa dam ɖeviwo de me mɔ ewo fia ne nya gbalẽ de suku enya ŋu ne zikpui elabe vɔvɔm edo avugodi tɔgbenye awɔ menye ʋefia ye nenya ʋefiawa dzɔdzɔme nya le mia si me ɖeke mekɔna le akpa ɖuna mia dzi o me ɖeke mekɔna vɔvɔm ɖu afia le ʋenyigba dzi o ameɖeku gã aɖe video ya ne kpɔe gbea ŋu le di wonye ata kɔ video ya akɔ yi fi sia fi akɔ challenge ale ko le viwo ameɖeku gã aɖe Megavavaga ke nu yawo lia megawo ɖe ga ɖe go. Míakpɔ leke ŋgɔgbana va yi ɖa. Vɔa hafi ɣe ma yina ɖoa ɖe meɖe ku gã ɖe mi tso, eʋeviwo mi tso. Miamewo katã le eʋe dukɔ ya me mi nya agbalẽ mi suku ɖe. Enyawo ne mi se ma mi megazi ɖoɖi o. Elabe míaƒe tsɔme ɖe ifam ye míele. Míaƒe tsɔme fam ye míele. Amegbetɔ ƒome aɖeke menɔ anyi ko ya kluvi ko nyena kakaka yi ŋgɔ. Edze be míatsi, míadze nunya, ta akpe na mi be mienɔ anyi kplem. Medzi Mawu ƒe amegbɔnɔnɔ na mi be ne ɣeyiɣi ya gadea ne miaga anɔ anyi kplem. Video yawoa midze agba be eɖo ame sia ame gbɔ, ame sia ame nakpɔe. Elabe taɖodzinua nye be míade dukɔme nyawoa nade fi sia fi na xexe ya. Ne woanya be afɔ ya ɖem mi la, dzɔdzɔenyenye ƒe afɔ ɖem miele. Akpe na mi. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with me as we discuss these issues. I promise that in the next episode, we will be looking at the document, the cover note which Mr. Frimpong Anokye was talking about, which was given to Nkrumah to study, the CPP to study how they were trained to go and lie at the United Nations, how they were to prepare people who are not from Togoland, who are not from our country to go and represent us at the United Nations, how the way was blocked for all our people not to be at the United Nations, so that only the CPP trained people can be at the United Nations and campaign for the unification of Togoland with the Gold Coast. We'll look at all those documents, so you cannot miss the next episode. Be with me as we discuss this. Thank you so much for your time. See you.
Togoland Liberation TV, echoing the call for self-determination.